Welcome, people. It's your boy Tops back again for a player ratings video. Before I get into it, you know what you guys need to do: like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. Make the video go far. Now, let's get into the game. Let's get into the player ratings. Let's start with David Raya. Mixed bag for me because David Raya made quite a few mistakes in that first half, passing the ball straight to Partey. That nearly ended up in the goal. Very, very lucky that went wide, and then a couple of passes that went astray, and then he got booked for time wasting. To me, he was causing panic in the defense when he didn't really need to. He's playing some wayward passes. But what I will say, he did redeem himself quite well because Saliba was making quite a few mistakes as well. And he got us out of jail quite a few times in that first half. And then in the second half, there was a few headers where players weren't tracking runners and stuff like that, which he saved. And ultimately, we ended up winning the game quite comfortably. So, before the saves, I would probably would have given him a 4 or a 3, but because of those saves, especially in that second half, in the crucial part of the game, because they could have made it 3-2, and then it would have been squeaky bum time. It would have been a time where you're looking at it, you're thinking, well, 3-2, crowds up, there's a lot of pressure, and we needed to win the game. So those passes or those saves, shall I say, were very, very pivotal. So what I will say, I'll probably give him a 6. That is a fair result. I think he's above average, just about, just because he did save us, and in a crucial time, we could have obviously gone behind or even gone level when obviously he was making these saves at 1-1, 3-2, 3-1, etc., etc. So yeah, that's my rate for him. Gabriel, my guy. He's my guy, but he was poor this game. I can't even lie. I think he obviously got better in the second half when there was a bit less pressure when we were 4-1 up and etc., etc. But in that first half, Mateta was bullying him. He was getting bounced off. Obviously, he had to pull him back and obviously gave away a yellow card. He just couldn't handle him, man. And listen, we all have a bad game. We all have a bad day. And Mateta is a very powerful striker. The definition of PP, pace and power. And him and Saliba both struggled with him and Sarr. So, yeah, for me, it's one of his poor games, to be honest with you. I'll have to give him maybe a 4. Maybe a 4, man. Just because obviously we conceded the goal, but he just looked shaky all in that first half. And obviously in the first 5 or 10 minutes in that second half, he was having a torrid time, so I'll give him a 4. On to Saliba, I thought he was worse than Gabriel. I mean, he could have cost us a couple of goals. I'll probably give Saliba a 3, if I'm being honest. I love Saliba. Saliba is a top-class player, but he was poor this game, man, especially that first half. Obviously got better in the second half when we were winning in control. But that first half, man, he was like a bag of nerves. He was, kicking the ball out of play. He was obviously losing his mark. He was giving away free kicks. He was just all over the shop, man, to be honest with you. And we were pretty fortunate in a respect that Crystal Palace didn't capitalize on obviously the mistake he made when Mateta was going through and it was going to say about Raya. So yeah, I think I'd give him a 3. Lewis Skelly, I think I'd give him a 6 as well. I think he was very, very good. Actually, played a nice through ball into Odegaard, and Odegaard should have made more of that situation. I don't think he went to anything, but he was good on the ball. He was strong. He held off Sarr as well. I thought he played very, very well. Obviously, can't give him more than the 60. I think he came off in like the 60th minute. But I thought he played well, to be honest with you, so I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Timber, I thought was pretty average, to be honest with you. I don't think he made any mistakes or did anything wrong, but I do feel like, he could have probably provided more probably going forward. Defensively, he was okay. Probably an average performance. I think he wasn't as good as Lewis Skelly, so I'll give him a 5. On to the midfield, Thomas Partey. I thought he was poor, man, as well. I thought in the second half, obviously, he gained a bit of a control, but for the first goal, where was he? He was missing like the whole midfielder. We've seen this a few times with him, obviously against Chelsea with Pedro Neto just walking into the goal and just firing it a shot at a goal and it going into the back of the net. I do feel like sometimes he doesn't have the legs to get back, and Crystal Palace was smart. They were going very direct, trying to win the second balls, and he didn't have the legs to try and cover if Gabriel or Saliba were heading it into an area where he should be. He didn't have the legs to cover it. So yeah, I did think he was quite poor this game, but I think Crystal Palace's players did make him look poor. So for me, I'd give him a 4. On to Martin Odegaard. I think he was poor as well, to be honest with you. I'll give him a 4 as well. I don't think he had a good game. He struggles against, and I've seen this with Fulham as well, he struggles against those pace and power, those strong midfielders. And it's funny I'm giving these guys a 4 because we won 5-1, but that first half, we weren't good, man. We weren't good. We scored the goals. I think because of individuals and us being clinical, we were good. But I think defensively, just looking at the game and what they were doing, and obviously you have high standards for someone like Martin Odegaard. I expect a certain level from him, and I don't think he was at the races at all. I don't think he was good. Especially in that first half, he was losing battles, he was losing duels. They were very aggressive with him, and he didn't really make the right decisions at the right times. There's a couple of transition situations that he had where I think he could have done a bit better, but it was going astray or going out of play, or he was taking too long to just deliver the ball. So yeah, for me, I think he was below average, but I have high standards for him. I think he's a good player, and you compare his performance here to how he played in the week. Chalk and cheese. So yeah, 4 for me. Who do we go to now? Kai Havertz got the goal, but again, I thought he was average, man. I know he got the goal, so I'll probably. But obviously, he got a goal in it, so and it helped us at a time where we needed to score the goal because 2-1, they were looking to get back into the game to make it 2-2. So I'll probably give him a 5. Obviously, he got subbed off at probably about 58th, 59th minute. So yeah, I give him a 5 man for the goal more often. But other than that, he didn't really do anything, to be honest with you. I don't really like him in that midfield role. He doesn't really provide anything. Me personally, obviously, Odegaard was trying to be that deep line midfielder on the left-hand side, trying to build up play. But yeah, obviously Havertz's role, I just don't think he contributes enough to the build-up and for us to score in goals. So I'll give him a 5 average. On the right side, can't really score Saka. Obviously played a nice little pass in for the first goal, but it came off, and that's a massive worry. He came off, something I didn't mention in my review, in my fan cam, that he did come off with a massive injury. So that's going to be a worry. Looks like a hamstring injury, the same one he did for England back in, I think, October, and he was out for approximately 3 to 4 weeks. Now, if he's redone it and it's got worse, this could be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. This could be 2 months that he's out for the season. So, yeah, not ideal, not good, but we have to hope and pray it's not bad news. And obviously, he's going to be out for a period of time. Hopefully, we can cover, obviously, his goals and creativity during that time. On to, who should we go to? Martinelli. I thought Martinelli, this is one of his better games in a while. I did say before in the preview, go check that out if you have not already. I did say in the preview that he does have a very, very good record against Crystal Palace, scoring 5 goals, career goals, the most he's ever scored against one singular team. And in this game, I thought he actually played okay. He did very, very well. And normally I do obviously criticize him when he's in situations where I want him to provide a bit of quality. He had 4 players around him, no help. He managed to win a corner, took the corner, and from there we scored the second goal from Gabriel, which was a fantastic finish. And then obviously in the second half, in the first half, he put in another good ball when he got moved to the right-hand side when Saka got injured. Put in another good ball for Jesus to obviously head it onto the post, and then for Kai Havertz to then score. So that was another good piece of delivery, and then obviously he scored in the second half. So yeah, I thought he had a really good game, one of his better games in a while. Obviously he got a goal and obviously got 2 pre-assists as well. So yeah, I was impressed with him. I thought he did well. I'll probably give him maybe a 7 or 8. One of the 2, maybe an 8. I'll probably give him an 8. I thought he was good. I was impressed with him, and I think he was better on that right hand side. So yeah, 8 for him. Gabriel Jesus, man. I'll probably give him an 8 as well, but he definitely should have had a hat trick, 100%. But fantastic finishes, man, and not even just that. I'm going to give him a 9. Actually, I thought he was good all game. I thought compared to obviously last game where he got the hat trick, I thought he actually played better in this game, which is mad considering obviously he got a hat trick in that 2 in this one. But his overall play, the flicks. He was holding the ball well. He was doing things he was doing in the first season, man, where he's getting the ball into tight areas and flicking it around the corner, playing people like Trossard and playing people like Odegaard in, pressing, making obviously Crystal Palace's defenders make mistakes. I thought he was fantastic off the ball as well as on the ball, and scored 2 really, really good goals. Probably should have scored more. That's probably won't give him a 10. If he got a hat trick, for me, it would have been a fantastic striker performance because he did play up front. But yeah, I say for me, I'll give him a 9 out of 10. My man of the match. On to the substitutions. Leandro Trossard, I thought didn't play very well at all either. I don't think he really did anything, to be honest. Was a bit greedy in certain situations, tried to shoot when he could have passed. And there's a couple of transition situations where he should have done better on. So I will probably give him a 4 out of 10. Not really impressed with Trossard. I don't think he had a good game. Going on to Marino and then Wanyeri. Wanyeri had a nice little touch and played in Martinelli. He probably should have done a bit better, but weren't really on the pitch long enough, really, to be honest with you. Got about 10 minutes at the end, so I don't really rate them or can't really score them. Declan Rice, 8 out of 10. He was fantastic. He was really, really good when he came on, and he only came on for the last, 20, 25, 30 minutes. I thought he was really, really good. Got an assist for the goal, but not even that. He provided the legs that we needed in that midfield that we were lacking from Thomas Partey because of his age. And he was really, really good. Scored a fantastic goal, solo goal as well, into the far corner to make it 5-1, and obviously assisted Martinelli to make it 4-1. So yeah, for me, he gets an 8 out of 10, even though he only played 25 minutes. Calafiori, I think, was pretty standard. Obviously, could have got injured. Poor challenge by Klein. Thought he was okay. Did a couple of give and goes, 1-2s, like obviously, which is his specialty, but nothing too mad. I'll probably give him like a 5 out of 10 or whatnot. And that concludes, obviously, Arteta. I have to give him an 8. I think the substitutions he made were at the right time, and I think that got us over the line to make it 5-1. I don't think the team without the substitutions, would have done as well because we were struggling in that midfield. So I'm glad he kind of recognised that we needed more legs in there, and that even though we were winning the game, we didn't really have control of the game. And as soon as Declan Rice came into that midfield and provided that legs and that cover and that tenacity and strength, and guile, that's what you need in certain Premier League away games, especially when you got a team with pace and power. I think then after that, we did well and we got the 3 points that we totally deserved and 5 goals away from home. Not to be sniffed at. But yeah, that concludes my player ratings. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the players. Who do you think was the man of the match? Do you think it was Martin? Do you think it was Gabriel Jesus? I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, boom. That is it from me. Like I always say, don't hate the player, hate the game. On that note, I'm out.